all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites. Welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure. And this is my perspective. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see us clearly and if you can hear us clearly. Because I want to welcome sister from Take Heed, Take Heed to the Message. I love her content. I love her very straightforward approach. I want my mods to put the link to her YouTube channel. And sister, if you wanted to put your Instagram up there as well, I have my mods to post it as a link so that people can follow you on Instagram as well, just to hear your takes and hear your comments. So please welcome the sister. Give the sister some likes, give her some subscriptions, go to Instagram and give her some follows, show the sister some support. Everybody got a 1 in the chat. Okay, awesome. How you doing today, sis?
I'm so blessed to be here. Thank you.
Now, you know the sister on one, because what's at the bottom of her name? A Pygmy, Sealy, Sophia, Aunt Jemima, and Rasputia. Girl.
That's what they call me now.
Girl, they got some names, don't they? Because I've been a Pygmy so long. I don't know what to do. I just accepted it. I said, well, maybe it is.
That's what they call me now. And that's all my names on social media.
They got some names for sisters that's trying to say something positive. So, I wanted to invite you today, sis, to talk about I don't need no man and the importance of men, specifically the importance of husbands over their families and over their wives. Now, this conversation may take a couple of turns. I got a video queued up. Thank you so much, Ruminant, for your contribution. Appreciate you, sir. Crimson, your collabs have been fire. Blessings to the both of you. I'm so glad that y'all like them. I be trying to pick people that I really can have a real good conversation, a meaningful conversation with. You know what I mean? So I really actually appreciate you. Okay, so sis, to get this conversation started, I'm gonna show you a video that you may or may not have seen, but we're gonna share it. Okay. And then I just want your just shoot after you see it. All right. Here we go.
A comment saying if we focus on ourselves in our 20s, nobody's gonna want us because we're gonna be too old. The gag is we don't want y'all no more. That's the point of the video. That old school saying applied when y'all were providers. Okay. We were taught at a young age to secure a family and a husband for stability only. Please don't think women's primary goal is to have a man and have a family. That is back in the day when you guys were head of household. However, now we are head of household. And to be honest, y'all not too fun to be around. Y'all not that cute or aesthetically pleasing. As women, we are the financial stability. That's why we're not too pressed on being with men right now and having kids. How would that benefit us? If anything, we're going to take on more responsibility in the household, and we also are going to have to take time off to bear children. So until y'all go back to being the providers, I guarantee you, y'all are not on our priority list. Until y'all able to take care of yourselves and the family, leave us alone, because we irritated. Men in my comments saying if we focus.
Now, I don't know if you need me to run that a second time or not, so you can catch everything that you want to catch. Do you want me to run that a second time, sis?
No, don't run it a second
she
time.
She said, don't bother.
Don't run it a second time.
We good.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna share something with you. This is the problem that we got. And this ain't just start, right now. This has been in our grandmama time, great grandmama time. And the information that they have gave our mothers, okay, and our grandmothers, all this information that they had gave them, they didn't mean for us to just get in here and make babies and have a career and do everything on our own. That was not, we missed something in the teaching. You understand? We missed something in the teaching, and somehow we got it that we don't need these men. We're stronger than them. You know what I'm saying? Men ain't this, men ain't that. You understand? And so we have come to the conclusion or the belief, we believe we better than them. We believe we better than them. Get a sister who got the PhD. She'll tell you she don't need no man. Get a sister who she's the boss chick. She don't need no man. But late in the midnight hour, late in the midnight hour, okay, now they realize something is wrong somewhere and get that wine and get the crying because you have been sold a lie. The women in our family have told us lies. Get out there, get that education. You don't need no man. The men will be out here waiting for you when you're finished. The problem is it's not enough brothers to go around. That's the problem. You have so many women that'll get up in here and they will tell you you don't need a man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to tell you what I say on my channel when I say that when women get up here and they get on social media and all they got to say, everything they say is bad about men. I don't want to get up here and taint your channel, but I know what I say on my own when they get in here and
Girl,
start
if you don't speak your mind,
okay,
what you
I
say?
don't want to mess your channel up now. I don't want to do it. Okay. I know what I'd say to my mods know, some of them in the chat right now. My mods know what I be saying when they get in here and all
Type
they
it
can
in
do
the
is talk
chat.
about men.
She being a good girl. Type it in the chat. We not shrinking violets over here. They get the nice version, but I ain't nice, sis. Put it in the chat room, y'all.
This is the uncomfortable truth, and it's sad that we have women that come to social media and they preach this, and there's always something behind it, but they don't like to put it to the forefront. They'll get up there and have you to believe that men are not needed. We don't need them. We make more money than them. We're better providers, all this foolishness. But yet, when the children become teenagers and they start laying hands on the mama, now we're ready to call daddy. Now we need daddy. You understand? So it's sisters like that. And I call those women right there the pretty privileged ones that get out here. They'll tell you all the cock and bull stories and everything a man has done for them. Okay? Everything a man has done for them. They'll come to the average looking women and tell them you can get all this out of a man. You know what I'm saying? You can do all these things to a man because I did it. But the problem is the man just wanted to swing her from the chandelier for a night. Nobody talks about the man investing in a woman. They always talk about what he can do and how much he can buy me and this type of bag and this type of shoe and how much money he can cash at me. But they never talk about the longevity. You know what I'm saying? So this is the uncomfortable truth. There's women like that they taint other women, and other women just follow them like they blind. They don't see nothing. And that's the sad part. That's what hurt me the most when I hear women like this.
You said a lot there, sister. And somebody put it in the chat what you say. We gonna say it. And we gonna say it today because I done said it too. Who said it? This what you be saying, sis? Listen, if y'all don't be a hoe for your husband, I done told y'all that now. Be the same woman the one that take care of the kids and take care and make him try to wonder, she kissed my kids with that mouth, don't she? Make him wonder, make him think about it. He kissed my baby good night with that same mouth, huh? I'm gonna work that mouth.
Oh my God.
And I like that, because I like that, and I tell ladies the same thing, sis, because I'm just gonna say this and I'm gonna get to the point of what we really talking about. But a little bit of a tangent is we have to take, I don't know where we got the shame of sex in marriage from. I don't know where we got that from. I don't know where we got being shamed. The good girl, the one you married, ain't supposed to have a sex, or she ain't supposed to like it, or she ain't supposed to be freaky, or I don't. You know what? Let me stop playing dumb, because I do think I know where we got that from. But it don't make no sense, because that's one of the reasons you got married, so you could do all of that. If that's gonna be your husband, you might as well. What we waiting on?
Well, that's okay if you don't want to say it. I'm gonna tell you where we got it from. The church. The church pastor, get up there. You ain't supposed to go down on your husband.
Yeah.
You ain't supposed to do this with your husband.
Yeah. We did get it from the church. That good girl programming that didn't tell us. This is a whole different conversation. We might have to come back and have this conversation, sis. Because this is a different conversation. I don't think people really have this conversation as much as we probably should, especially because you're a little younger than me, I'm assuming. I'm Gen X. You Gen X? You're a millennial?
I'm Gen X too, but I'm like close to the end. I'm
young Xer.
Okay.
So that good girl teaching that we got shamed female sexuality in an attempt to make us preserve ourselves, or try to preserve ourselves for marriage. It also put in us that we should be ashamed, that our sexuality was a bad thing somehow. It was evil somehow. And to partake in it, or to enjoy it, or to really want to have a man, to really, your husband, not a man, but your husband, to kind of have his way with you sexually, there was something wrong with you. Only whores, only women of ill repute enjoy sex thoroughly and really embrace their own female sexuality. A disconnect was created. But we are not going to talk about that. I swear to God, sis, because we really might have to circle back and have that conversation. I got a whole video that's a woman complaining about that. But let me get back on track.
Okay.
Because you said something that was real key that I want to hone in on. You said something was missed in the teaching. Yes. When the older generation was telling the girls coming up to not depend solely on a man to feed you and to house you and to take care of everything, and you don't have any kind of contribution financially, you don't got nothing, because if it goes south, if he dies, if he gets sick, if anything happens, you don't understand, you can't pick up any slack, there's nothing for you to do. And I want to really focus in on that, sis, because there really was a missing piece of, I think, a lot of young women who was raised up under that teaching felt in themselves that meant that if I were to acquire financial stability of my own, independent of a husband, or maybe equal to what a man would do for me, that meant that I would not need a man, I should not want a husband, and it translated into I can be disrespectful and dismissive of men as well. And I want women to understand something very clearly, because I don't know how you feel about it, sis, but I really am of the opinion that a woman should have a job, some type of income, something that she does as well. She should not be financially illiterate in her marriage, and she should not be a financial burden. If her husband has the amount of finances where he's comfortable in providing the major bills, the rent, the this and the that, that's fine. If that, you know, if that's the arrangement that y'all have in y'all marriage, I'm not speaking against that at all. However, I'm a very big proponent of women having some type of income and knowledge of that, because I feel like if she doesn't have that, there's a part of that help meet status that she's not meeting. How do you feel about wives having their own income, and what framework or context do you put that in, sis?
So I love that. I have no problem with the wife having her own. Taki has her own as well. And we also have the joint. We have the one pot system. And we've been doing that for 18 years. Just right at the beginning of our marriage. So we've been doing that for 18 years, the one pot system. But this is the problem with me, though, Crimson. I'm not good with money. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you. My mods will start laughing in the chat. I'm not good with money. So what it is that I get an allowance of what's taken. So the money goes into the one pot system, and then my king will, send the money to my account so that I'll have change for myself. So I'm not going to sit up here and lie. But am I in every aspect or deal that my husband deals with? Yes. Even the deals abroad, I'm in those rooms with him. So my name is signed just like his name is signed. So we do believe in a one pot system, and I do believe that women should have their own, but it should bless the family. It shouldn't be used as a weapon. My education, my doctorate, you know what I'm saying? If I'm a nurse, it shouldn't be used as a weapon against my husband. It should complement whatever he has. We gain together. That's how it's supposed to be. But somehow along the line, this teaching got missed because Big Mama even had a side hustle. Big Mama had her own
Big
thing.
Mama baked cakes or something. She did something. I know a lot of older women in the baby boomer generation and silent generation that were seamstresses, and they wasn't making a lot of money, but it was a skill that they had. They could pull in a couple of dollars if they needed to, and things of that nature. So they were not foreign to working and having some kind of income that was not their husband's income. This comment right here, I wanna address something. Mr. Corey said women don't need their own income, just be a housewife. I'm gonna tell you why that's not necessarily the best route. Having lived through it. Even if your marriage does not end in a divorce, it is likely to end. If one of them two D's gonna happen, death or divorce. One of them happening. One of them is happening. If you don't go first, your husband gonna leave that marriage. Either that marriage failed and it went to divorce, or God called him on to glory. Now, having been a housewife in my first marriage, where I did not have an income until them last couple of years, where I had a job, I knew that he was dying, and he knew he was dying. Had I not went to go and get an income, and he died, without me getting an income, I would have been homeless immediately. I would have immediately been homeless. He was sick before he was dead. Which was what made me say I got to get a job, because he could no longer work. He could no longer do that. We was living on his Social Security, the disability that he was getting. The reason why you can't not work and just be a housewife for the next 20, 30 years is something happened to your husband, you can't go pick that up. Not immediately. You've been out of the job market too long. That's a problem. You don't know how to go get no money. That's a problem. Because if something happens to that man and he can't work, whether it's for an extended amount of time or it's for, 6 months, whatever temporary amount of time, y'all are in trouble. You're a helpmeet. You supposed to help. And that requires that you supposed to know how to help.
This is true.
You supposed to know how to help. And that help sometimes is that money. It's not always moral support. And you know what I'm saying? And things that sometimes you're going to have to come out that pocket with that money. And you're going to have it. Else ain't nobody going to have it. That's all I'm saying.
No, you telling the truth. You telling the truth, because even I don't care how many years anyone has been married, but 18 years from what I have seen, we have been through seasons, baby. You hear me? We have been through seasons, and there's times where I had to take it all, and there's times where he has taken it all. So it's a work in progress, and I believe no marriage should just be one income coming in. It has to be something that the wife is doing. And a lot of people may disagree with what we're saying today, but the uncomfortable truth is it's real. It happens.
It is. It's
so
that's real. And the reason why I wanted to come down this line of thinking is because I like to dispel the myth that a good woman, a feminine woman, is a woman that she don't do nothing but be at the house. That's not being a real wife. The way the Most High say you supposed to be a wife ain't nothing but work. It ain't nothing but a job.
It's true.
It may be a different job than what your husband has been assigned to do, but we definitely got a job. Only these modern day hoes out here think that it's supposed to be just like this lady in the video, think that the money is what make the relationship, or the money is what make a man a head of the household, or the money is what give your husband the authority that he's supposed to have. That's not true. When the Most High say you supposed to be a wife, that come with a whole plethora of things you're supposed to know how to do. Sitting around fixing him a sandwich and tooting it up is not the end all be all of a wife's responsibilities.
It's not.
It never has been.
I'm telling you.
That's a modern day, we don't get married, so we fantasize about what a marriage should be. Foolishness that's on social media that has nothing to do with being a wife. Mr. Corey, come back to me when you've been a wife for 20 years. Then we'll talk about whether or not we wrong. Go be a wife. Go be a man's wife for 20 years. Have him die. And then you come back. Anyway.
Oh my God.
You can't tell a wife how to be a wife.
No,
just like I can't tell a husband how to be a husband.
Amen to that one. I hear you. You know what? I'm gonna share something with you. It's just the mindset of the women that we see on social media is so crazy because they don't understand marriage. They don't understand marriage. They will get in here, have the baby, take on all the responsibilities, and say marriage is too hard. What are you talking about? They will get in there, have the baby, go through all the responsibilities. You got to run the daddy down for him to take care of the baby. And you talking about having a husband, being married is too hard. Crimson, I'm gonna share something with you. I have walked 2 walks. I tell my channel all the time. I have walked 2 walks. I was on Baby Mama Lane up the street around the corner, and I'm currently a wife. And I'll share something with you. The day I gave birth to my first son and the day that I gave birth to my husband's first child is not the same. Do you hear me? It is not the same. When I gave birth to my oldest son, I saw the lady that was sitting next to me. She was not next to me, but she was in the next bed. Her husband, his family, everybody came. They had balloons, they had flowers, everything. I was laying in my bed. The lady asked me, "You're not going to feed your baby?" I was crying. I didn't want to feed him. She said, "You have to feed him. This is your baby." She calls my mother. My mother comes to the hospital. My mother cursed me out, Crimson, cursed me out, and said to me, "This baby is your baby. I don't care what he told you. I don't care what he said to you. This baby is your baby. Take care of this baby." I held this boy. I looked at him. I smelled him. He smelled so good. My mother said, "Promise him that you're going to always take care of him." And I promised. I made that promise, and I did. But the day I had my husband first child, baby, the day I had my husband first child was nothing like it. I was in the room. The nurse said to me, "Is somebody coming to see you?" I said, "My husband is on the way." You know what I'm saying? I said, "My husband is on the way." Crimson, when I was so proud to tell that nurse that, my king came in there with balloons, flowers. He gave me a card full of money, even though it was going back into the house. But he wanted to tell me thank you for giving him his first seed. He said thank you. And that's something else that I will never forget. Every child I have given this man, he has loved me more than life itself. And I tell any woman, I would never, you wouldn't take heat on Baby Mama Lane up the street again. Listen, Crimson, I catch a case, baby. I catch a case. It's something different, but we get in here and we let women lie to younger women for them to believe that it's okay to raise babies on your own when it's hard. You see how many of these younger women crash out on social media. They cry so hard. They're telling you they can't take it. The kids are too much. They don't know what to do. And that's because the covering is not there, as you say, my sister. The covering is not there. And so when the covering is not in the household and the kids are acting a fool, what do? Now you got to call him. He didn't hear from you in 10 years. And you want him to come down here and wreck shop where? And wreck shop where? And talk to who? Because the boy is towering over you and him. But if the father was in his life, the child already got a healthy fear of the daddy. So he know what to do and know what not to do. But we don't want to hear that. When you say that, they believe you wrong.
They think you wrong. And sis, you said something that was so powerful. Me personally, I've never given birth, so I can't resonate to that portion of it. But as a woman, I can definitely understand the difference in walking through life and having to deal with the challenges of life, the challenges of your decisions and things of that nature, and you the only one got to deal with it because you the only one there. Which is what you were saying about your first child. I have this responsibility, but I don't have the support that's supposed to come with the responsibility that I just birthed into this world. And now it's just got to be me for however long. I don't know how long that season gonna last or what is in store, but what I do know is that I have a child here. I don't have a husband to accompany this child, and I'm the one responsible for everything this child gonna be, do, however we gonna live. I gotta figure all of that out. And then the difference between that time period and then another time period, and being able to say, no, my husband gonna walk through that door. My husband gonna walk through that door. I have covering. I have support. I have somebody that care about what I'm going through. And I don't have to go through and meet these challenges alone. I don't have to do that. Whatever the challenges are, and I'm sure that there will be many. However, I got a support that's going to help me. And I'm going to help him. And we are going to see these things through. And that's the thing that is missed when we start talking about marriages. I'm gonna stick a pin in that because I want to talk about this anti-marriage rhetoric that I hear all over social media. But we're gonna go to a commercial break. So after these messages, we'll be right back. So I need everybody to go to ashkicking.com. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to keep your skin looking and feeling and smelling its absolute best, smooth and silky, then you need the body butter that is on your screen right now, okay? You will not be disappointed. There are plenty of people in my chat room right now who have purchased Ash Kicking products, and I'm telling you, it's the best. If this is going to be your first order, please take advantage of the 10% discount using a promo code Crimson at checkout. Once again, the link is pinned to the top of the chat, ashkicking.com. Oh, you guys are bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button, bam, bam. You got to go ahead and hit the like button. Thank you, Sister Beshua. A lot of men want a Proverbs 31 woman, and a woman who is solely a housewife forget to read that she bought land and sold garments. She was an entrepreneur, and somehow she missed that memo. Thank you again, sis. Said we also live in a time in which people have the ability to work from home. Money can be made without leaving the house. Exactly, sis. So here's where I want to go with it next, sis.
Okay.
On this internet, I'm pretty sure you've ran into it as well. A lot of TikToks, shorts, people's videos, women crashing out. And I hear it from both sides, men and women, this anti-marriage rhetoric. And it's for different reasons. On the women's side, we have women who speak against marriage because somehow marriage doesn't benefit women, and, you know, men are exhausting, and it's some type of form of slavery or whatever myriad of things that you hear from the women. From the men's side, there's an anti-marriage rhetoric because it's born out of fear. The men don't want to be taken advantage of. They don't want to get into divorces. They don't want to have children with women, and then they divorce, and then they got to go through the child support, and then they got to, you know, and all of these different things. So they don't want to get into a marriage situation with a woman due to these things that they see happening, the failure rate, and it's a fear. And maybe it's justified or not, but it's still born out of a fear of we don't want to get involved to that degree with women. So my question to you is this: how do we, in your opinion, how would we address the anti-marriage talking points from either side, the female side and the man side?
So I'm gonna go a little bit spiritual real quick.
Please do.
So I have to say this. When it comes to our sisters, right? I always tell the women on my channel that you have to go and ask Yahweh to clean out everything that is not right within you. Okay? This is what I tell them. Because everything that is not right for marriage, you're going to need to come out of you. So when Yahweh's son comes to you, you'll be able to see him. Because a lot of the times, the stuff that we have within us, we will miss this man 4 times in our lifetime. We'll miss him 4 times because we haven't done the work inside. That's for my sister part. Now, for my brothers, I rarely give advice to my brothers, but they be hiding in my chat. I rarely give advice to them. But for my brothers, from what I know is what from my king told me. He said he went to Yahweh in prayer. And so he talked to him. My brothers, y'all have a direct link to the Most High. And we're going by the natural order. Understand that I don't care what the world tell you. But you have a direct link with the Most High. He hears you. He hears you. Now, my sister, don't get me wrong. He hears you too. Yahweh hears you too. But I want you to understand he hears his sons loud and clear. Late in the midnight hour, he hears you. So if they go and talk to Yahweh and tell him, I'm ready. Put in me what I need to stand, to become a covering for this woman, to become a covering for my children. Instill in me the things that you need me to be. Let your will be done. That's the only thing that I can say. Because I can't, the world has different other things, but I would tell you to go to Yahweh in prayer first. Now, my sisters, when I say go to Yahweh in prayer, it is for you to clean out everything that is not right. It's not for you to pray for a man. It's not for you to pray for a man. It's to ask him to clean out everything that is not right so that you won't run into a Pookie or Rere. You won't run into them, or as Crimson Cure calls it, a hyena, or from the hyena kingdom. So that's what I suggest that you should do. And I'll share something with you. Don't get any information from anybody in your family. If they not already married, happily married, not even happily married, but you can sense the love between your auntie and your uncle. You can sense it. Not the auntie that hold the Bible to her chest all the time. Every time she walking around, she got the Bible to her chest. Not that auntie. You need the auntie that still bring her husband a plate. You need the auntie that still kisses her husband, dance with her husband. That's the auntie you need the information from. Don't go to the one that get up there and shout scriptures at her husband. Don't do that one. But that's just my take on it. And the same thing with my brothers as well. If you take heed to the message, talk to the uncle that ain't got the Bible strapped to his chest. I didn't say the uncle don't know God, but not the uncle that get out there and quote scriptures to his wife. That's not the one you need. You need the one where you see them still can do a shake a leg on the dance floor, that still like to hold each other, that still like to be around each other. That's where you get the information from. Because these ones out here, they will give you bad advice. You will have auntie that ain't never see a man in 15 years telling you men ain't this and men ain't that and men ain't gonna never be, and she can't keep one. That's just my take on it.
I think both sides are fearful, whether those fears are valid or not. The women, for the women's side, they are fearful of, quote unquote, being taken advantage of. But more than that, they're fearful about, how can I put this? They fearmonger with each other. And I think everybody does it. Because when you start talking about healthy relationships, how to conduct yourself as a woman in a healthy relationship, how that looks. The word healthy, don't nobody hear that word. Nobody ever hears that word. Immediately, and I know it's fear and fear mongering, because immediately when you say it, everybody go to the negative example. Well, this man do such and such. And even if they didn't have that personal experience, my mama said, my girlfriend said, my sister said, I saw this, I saw that, I heard things like that. And it creates this bubble that women start living in, and they tell other women about these bad experiences that they either did or did not have. Either they lived it or they heard about it. A lot of times they heard about it. And it immediately goes into, well, the men have this, they're capable of the worst scenario that you could possibly think about. Men who are abusive, men who blah, 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 blah. You get what I'm saying? And then it also goes, I find, to the other extreme with the men too. Because when you start talking about wives, they start talking about hoes. So when we say a wife do this and a wife do that, well, these hoes ain't thinking about that. Ain't nobody talking about hoes. That's the part you're missing. We're not talking about what a hoe would do. We're not talking about what a hyena would do. We're not talking about what these little skeezy chicks out here that you hit at 2 a.m. do. We're not talking about her. It's a reason you hit her at 2 a.m. Why are you thinking about her? When we talking about a woman that might be worthy of your time and worthy of your attention and energy. So I think that anti-marriage, and it's deeper than what I just said, right? That's just one little bitty thin layer. Because right. I think if we peel back a few layers of that onion, sis, how we get past speaking about marriage in such negative terms based on the situationships we're getting ourselves into and equating the two things. That's actually extremely dangerous. That's extremely dangerous because we're conflating my whole experience, the experience I'm having with women that I wouldn't think twice about, or men that I wouldn't think twice about in that realm. Now I'm applying it to my thoughts on a marriage. I'm going to say this too. I'm glad that you brought up the spiritual portion of that, because I say it a lot. That's the part that we miss so much of. Having the discernment, asking for the discernment, asking for it, actively asking, should I even be dealing with this person, blah, 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 blah. Should I even be dealing with this person? Because if you believe in the Most High, then you know the Most High know what you don't know and can see what you can't see.
All right now.
So we don't know all the ins and outs. We know how we feel. We know, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. We know the surface part, but we don't know all the different parts. I'm glad that I want to comment also on going to the women's side of it. Stop asking for a man.
Oh.
Because if you don't know what kind of woman you are, you don't even know what kind of man to ask for. You don't even know what kind of man to ask God for. Because if you going to God to ask God for a man that's got X amount of money and can put you up somewhere so you don't got to pay no bills, you're not even going to want that man. And the reason why you ain't going to want that man is because you didn't even know what else to ask for about that man. That could be any old man. You don't have to be a good man or good to you in order to pay a bill and put you up. I don't know why y'all equate that to a good man. I don't know why y'all do that. Like a man got to treat you good to pay a bill and put you up. No, he don't. Absolutely not. Ask Miss Jasmine Brown, Cam Newton's girl. Ask her. Is that all that it took? Is that all that it takes?
Lord, all right.
In her heart of hearts, is that all? Is it it? All is that it? It ain't it. That's not all. She want a little bit more than that. He gave her money and put up. Gave her a couple babies. I'm sorry. But y'all, the sister take heed is right. Stop asking for men and start asking for the Most High to clear you and to clean you and to give you the tools and give you the things that you need to be a wife, because that's more comprehensive. Because the things that you think you need to work on is probably a whole lot of other stuff that you never even considered that he has to bring out of you. And I know Sister Take Heed know what I'm talking about, because if she went from one walk to another walk, that wasn't overnight.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
That's not overnight, sis. No, let them know. Not. That's not overnight. Not. The work is not easy. And it is not magical.
But I want to share this with you, Crimson. The thing is that a lot of the women in this generation, they just want to walk around and say, I'm married now. That's it. This is the uncomfortable truth. But they don't know what marriage entails.
Right.
Some people believe that marriage is supposed to be rosy all the time. This is a lie. You're supposed to be happy all the time. I believe happiness is from the devil, damn it. I believe happiness is from the devil. I'm tired of them. Every time I ain't happy no more. I'm tired of them saying they happy. I need to be happy. Happiness is from the devil. When you tell me that you got joy, then we talking about something else. It's the uncomfortable truth. Because they get out here, every time you turn around, they'll tell you, I'm not happy anymore, and so I'm ready to decimate my family. And this is the uncomfortable truth. We have to learn that marriage is in seasons. When we learn that marriage is in seasons, you'll do better. Take Heed has been through rainy seasons. I've been through hurricanes, and I also seen the sunshine too. So we all go through seasons. And when they understand that, they'll be able to stand. There's a lot of women on social media that'll tell you, when my husband loses his job, I'll leave him. What kind of nonsense? When my husband lose his job, I'll leave him. And all the women are clapping. That's right. They're clapping. I'm like, what is going on here? You don't understand that marriage comes in seasons. You're supposed to hold it until he can get up. We didn't say he wasn't going to get back up. You know, and the thing is that the women that is preaching this on social media and teaching these other women, you are the woman who's teaching y'all, she's blocking your blessing. Why is keep saying that? You're saying, why is she saying that? A man is a blessing. I don't care what none of y'all say. Okay? A man is a blessing. I don't care what none of y'all say. All y'all could get mad with me right now. To have a man that has a king mindset, I didn't say any man. I didn't say any man. I said a man with a king mindset. I didn't say he was rich.
Tell them what a king mindset is, sis.
A man with a king mindset, baby. He's a 9 to 5. Okay? He's a 9 to 5. He might be an entrepreneur, but he is an average Joe man that takes care of his family, that loves to take care of his family. A man with a king mindset will hold you accountable. You can't walk out booty butt naked. You can't do nonsense in front of him. You can't disrespect him. If he see you disrespect him in front of everybody, he's going to pull you to the side. Let me talk to you. A man with a king mindset has boundaries. You're not going to be able to do what you want to do. When I was on Baby Mama Lane up the street around the corner, my king said to me, listen, let me talk to you for a minute. He said, this is what I ain't going to do. This is what I will allow. And this is what you ain't going to do. And I looked at him. I said, what? He said, yes. And if you cross these boundaries, we're done. Now, Crimson, I needed this man. Okay. I still need him now. It's been 18 years. I still need this man. Okay. I'm not one of those wives that get out here. I don't need him. I'm not one of those. No, I need mine. So when Yahweh had already confirmed to me, once he confirmed to my king that I was his wife, my king used to, when we were dating, he said, you my wife. You already my wife. I know you my wife. And so either it's my way or let's just stop it right here. Shout out to the kings who say, this is the boundary, baby. You cross the boundary, we're done.
It's up. It's up and it's stuck. And you know he ain't playing when he say what he say, because he say it so sweet to you, but you know he mean all that business. He's standing on all of that business. He'll say that to you and kiss you on your forehead, and you better understand that he meant every single word of that. And you can forget it if you want to. You can dismiss it if you wanna, but you're gonna pay the price. Okay, when it's time, it's gonna be hell to pay the captain.
I know that's right.
If you dismiss it or throw it behind your back. But see, sometimes folk don't understand. That's where the attraction comes from. They're like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? All right, well then, okay then. Because real women and lionesses look for structure. We look for the boundary. We look for those things because that actually helps us feel secure in the relationship. That adds the stability in the relationship because what it demonstrates to us is that he is of stable mind and that he has a stable outlook.
Mm-hmm.
And that he is not easily wavered even by you. Even by his love for you does not easily sway him. He will not be taken off of his purpose, even for you. You gonna go when the wagon come.
Oh,
all right. You go when the wagon come. So Just make sure the wagon don't come for you.
All right now.
That's what you have to do. But I want to go back to something that you said, sis.
Okay. All right.
Because you said happy is of the devil. Let me edify somebody, because I ain't never heard nobody put it like that. However, I get what you're saying when you say it. So let me talk to the tender ears that may not have understood what you said or what that means. She not saying that if you feel good that day, that's got to be of the devil. We're not saying that. Okay. We're not saying that. What we're saying is, or what the sister is saying, is that happiness, as in I get to please my nuffs. I get to satiate my lower desires, my base desires. I get to make that feel good. Constantly in a state of trying to do that, that is of Shaitan, because it is a misguidance. Okay, it is a misguidance. In this way, Shaitan misguides you into doing more and more things, because the nafs can never be satisfied. The nafs are never satisfied. It's not satisfiable. So to get into a cycle of doing things that only address making me feel good as opposed to be good is a misguidance. What is righteous guidance is peace and contentment. When you can have contentment, and I need people to look up contentment, when you are at peace, when you are content with your marriage, yourself, your spouse, your family, your household, these things create the stability within your marriage, so that when hard times come up, you understand? It ain't we ain't worried about how I felt today, because sometimes I don't feel good and sometimes he don't either. Do you understand that? Sometimes y'all look at each other and you be 2 inches off each other. You be like white on rice. You got one more again to say something to me. We'll be in here moving furniture. Don't you said nothing to me. Let me go ahead on somewhere so we don't argue. I'm gonna sit in silence is what I'm gonna do. And I suggest you do the same. It get like that. We don't hate each other. All right. We don't even dislike each other. When you have stability and contentment and peace and righteousness and the Most High as a foundation in your marriage, what you come to understand is we going through things together. We not putting each other through stuff. See, that's a difference.
All right now.
That's a difference. We ain't putting each other through everything. It's a difference between somebody put you through something and we going through it together. We going through life. Because if we going through life together, my husband not my enemy. We are not at loggerheads. We are not in contention with one another. It may be taxing to us, stressful to us, but as long as we can pull back and rein back on those feelings and emotions, we can sit and have a conversation or just look each other in the eye and say, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. And if you happen to say something to each other that you didn't quite mean and it was a little mean to one another, be kind to one another.
All right now.
Be kind. Be kind to your husband. Husbands, be kind to your wife. Apologize to one another if you said something or you came out of character or it upset the other person. Because at the end of the day, if we really marry for real, and I'm not just talking about shacking up or you in whatever you think you in, but if you are really in a marriage together, you can do that. That can happen. That's the work of marriage. So when the sisters say, stop trying to be happy all the dang on time, The opposite of that is not being miserable in your marriage. We're not saying be miserable. We're saying be content and have peace and strive for peace in your marriage. If there's a misunderstanding, if there's something to go on, somebody raise their voice or somebody good, whatever, always come back to one another. Don't let it fester, because Shaitan will use that. He will go back and forth between you to stoke your anger and remember. So he just gonna say that, and she just gonna do that, and you just gonna see how she just did that, and da 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 da. Don't let it fester. It'll fester like a wound. Okay? And the next thing you know, your marriage will be dying of sepsis.
All right now.
Always come fix it. Fix it. Because if you really love each other and your accountability is to the Most High with each other, that's the key.
That's it.
And you respect one another, you can always come back, because you won't cross a line in the first place that you shouldn't have crossed. And go back to what the sister said about a boundary. If we have every healthy relationship got boundaries.
All right now.
It's the toxic ones that don't got no boundaries. Healthy relationships have healthy boundaries in them, because it is the structure, and it helps people understand where they stand and where they should be standing. Oh, sis, I can go on.
Crimson. Oh my goodness.
Sis. Sis, we've been here an hour already, sis.
Yes, my dear. Thank you.
I kind of don't want to go, but I guess I said I got to keep my word. I guess that's part of the boundaries. You got to keep your word. Okay. I want to read these super chats, and then I'll give you space to give your final thoughts, whatever it is that you want to say. But let me go ahead and get to these super chats. Thank you, Devon, for your super stick. I appreciate you for your contribution. And thank you, 52, been coming through with the contributions. I thank you humbly. So I was watching your live earlier. Salute, beautiful ladies. I thank you kindly and humbly for that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Steele. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at two ultimate lionesses. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Sister Beshua. Said my husband gave me a ketubah outlining his expectations of me and what he will do. I had to accept it fully. Otherwise, we would not be married. That's what I'm saying. And thank you, Marriage, Politics, and Sports at Crimson and Take Heed. Awesome knowledge and soup for the soul. Thank you so much. So, sis, I want to give you this opportunity to speak whatever it is on your mind, whatever, and take as long as you want to. We no rush and no pressure, sis.
I'm not going to hold you long. I just want to say it was a pleasure. I'm so thankful that you had invited me. And this is something I will never forget, my dear. I'm so happy today. My king told me, don't go down there embarrassing me. Don't get in there and act a fool on Crimson Show. I said, I'm not. He said, behave. Don't get in there cursing. Don't say nothing that ain't right. He said, I'm going to be watching you. I said, okay, honey, I'm not going to do none of that stuff. I'm going to go there and behave. He said, please behave. I said, okay. So I just wanted to tell him I behaved. You see, I didn't do anything. Okay. And I want to say thank you for inviting me. Thank you to all the Crimsonites. And I'm going to share something with y'all. This is a dream come true for me today. Crimson, thank you. You understand my sister? Thank you. So I just want to share this with y'all. In your marriage, continue to work on your marriage. Continue to love who you love, because I'm going to share something with you. There's nothing out here in these streets. Ain't nothing out here. Ain't nothing out here, baby. You gonna get regret and disease. That's it. Ain't nothing out here. Ain't nothing out here, baby. Regret and disease, honey. You in trouble. Okay, don't go out there. Don't go out there. These people don't tell you what they got. They scared. They scared to tell anybody what they got. Y'all be careful. My sisters, who your husband, you say he a little bit too rough. Every time you turn around, he's saying something to you. Let me share something with you. That man loves you. That's why he talked to you the way he do. It's those ones that never caution you. He don't care about what happened to you. Y'all better take heed to that. Understand that you are loved. Stop trying to hang out with these women who are doing nonsense. Let me share something with you. When these women get out here and talk about they done mess with Tom, Dick, Harry, and all this other stuff, baby, these women are racking up demons, honey. Run away from them, honey. They racking up demons. You better get away from them. Why you think every time you call her, she got a different personality? Something's wrong somewhere. Y'all better understand it. Marriage is what's needed. Now, some people may not agree with me on that part, but I'm going to share something with you. Yahweh never meant for you to go through this life alone. He didn't. He didn't. He never meant for you to go through this life alone. He meant for you to go through this with a covering. My sisters, if you know how easy Yahweh had made it for us, y'all will fall out right now. If you know how easy Yahweh made it for us, you will fall out right now. My brothers, don't be mad with me. Don't be mad with me. I'm about to call your name. Don't be mad with me. The men are the worker ants. These brothers are designed for tough. You hear me? They got to go through all types of foolery because Yahweh said so. God told them this is what you were designed for. And you are to protect and cover her. That's nasty. That's a lot of responsibility. That's why when God called, who do he call first? He called man first. He calls the men first. Because he want to know why this is not right. He got to talk to his sons first. You don't even get called first. He called his sons first and then deal with his sons. Do you know what kind of weight the men hold on their shoulders? And sis, you out here talking about I'm a boss chick, I could do all these things. You're not designed for that. That's why you shape the way you shape. A man is shaped like this, boom, boom, just like that. You shape with all types of curves and everything. You are not meant to be for tough, baby. That's not your job. And when Take Heed learned that that was not my job, baby, I was running to the hills. Wait a minute, this not my job? In my 20s. I was like, wait a minute, this not my job? This is what my aunties and them told me I'm supposed to do. But when I found out the truth, I was like, oh, no, we won't be doing this. We won't be doing this. Take Heed is ready for a covering. But who did she have to talk to? I had to talk to Yahweh. Father, there's some things that I need cleaning out. And I know that I'm not right. But there's some things and I need some work going on with me. And then when Yahweh starts showing you things that's not right in you, baby, you'll look and say, what? My sisters, ask for Yahweh to clean out everything that is not right. And I kid you not, I ain't lying to you. Yahweh will send one of his sons your way. I ain't say it's going to be at a club. It could be at the grocery store. I ain't say it was going to be at a party. It could be at the library. It could be at the laundromat. You understand? You got to be ready to ask Yahweh to clean it out. So you can stop getting in situations with men who are not of substance. Ain't that nasty? Then I just want to say thank you for this opportunity. And I'm done talking because my king done pointed at me. So I'm done talking.
Well, I want to let him know. I want to let him know that she behaved herself gracefully and wonderfully. And I shall have her back because I knew she was going to come up here and cook. And that's what I wanted her to do. She did exactly what I wanted her to do.
Thank you, Chris.
Sis always got a space here on this channel, sis. You know, I enjoy talking with you. I enjoy listening to you. You got a lot of wisdom that you like to disseminate, especially to the women who need to hear it. And I'm just glad that I got a fellow sister in the fight with me. That's what I'm happy about. So I want to thank you for your time today, sweetheart. I really appreciate you coming through and talking with us and sharing wisdom with. I love that. I want to share something with you. That's so sweet. I love that. I love that.
Thank you, Chris.
I'm too abrasive for that one. But I thank you, and I thank everyone else for coming through and spending time with us. All right. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host of The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.